humid Texas afternoon painted the sky orange as three teenage boys, Malik, Jordan, and Tyrese, biked home from basketball practice. The boys lived in a quiet, working-class neighborhood on the outskirts of Houston, where people looked out for one another. They were exhausted, sweaty, and starving, but still laughing loudly as they rode along the nearly empty highway shoulder. As they turned around a bend, Malik suddenly braked hard. "Yo, hold up," he shouted, pointing ahead. Parked beside the road was a sleek, midnight blue Bentley, its hazard lights blinking. A tall man in a crisp white shirt stood beside it, staring helplessly at a flat tire. His sleeves were rolled up, his tie hung loosely, and he looked completely out of place in the Texas heat. Jordan whispered, "Bro, the car costs more than my whole neighborhood." Tyrese grinned, "Looks like he needs help." Most people would have kept riding, especially since the man was clearly wealthy, but Malik's mother had always taught him, if you see someone stuck, you help, doesn't matter who. So he rolled his bike toward the stranded man. "Sir, you need help," Malik called out. The man turned, surprised but relieved. "Honestly, yes. My name's Mr. Anderson. I have a meeting in Houston, but I've never changed a tire in my life. Embarrassing, I know." The boys exchanged looks. Billionaire or not, the guy was human. Without hesitation, the three got to work. Tyrese found the spare tire in the trunk. Jordan grabbed the jack. Malik loosened the lug nuts, showing impressive skill he learned from helping his uncle at a local auto shop. Within minutes, they were working like a pit crew at NASCAR. Sweat dripped down their faces, dust clung to their shirts, but they joked through the whole thing. Mr. Anderson watched in awe. "You boys do this often?" Malik shrugged. "Only when rich folks break down in front of us." They all laughed. 10 minutes later, the tire was fixed. The billionaire dusted his hands, still amazed. "I don't know how to thank you." "Don't worry about it," Jordan said. "Just drive safe." But Mr. Anderson insisted. He pulled out his wallet, but Malik shook his head. "No, sir, we didn't do it for money." That answer hit him hard, real, honest kindness. He stared at them thoughtfully. "Give me your address," he said gently. "I'd like to send you something, nothing crazy, I promise." The boys hesitated, but eventually Malik recited the street their houses sat on. Mr. Anderson typed it into his phone. Then, with a grateful smile, he got into his Bentley and drove off. The boys hopped back on their bikes. "You think he'll actually send something?" Tyrese asked. Malik shrugged. "Probably not. Rich people forget fast." But as the Texas sun dipped below the horizon, none of them knew that Mr. Anderson was no ordinary billionaire. And the next morning, something far bigger than a thank you would arrive at their doorstep. A black SUV. And inside it, a surprise that would change everything. The next morning, the neighborhood was still quiet. School buses hadn't begun their routes yet, and most families were just waking up. Malik was brushing his teeth when he heard deep engine rumbles outside, not the usual pickup trucks or old sedans common in their area. He went to the window. A blacked-out SUV, shiny and intimidating, rolled slowly down their street, then another one, and another. "Yo, what is that?" Malik whispered. Within seconds, Jordan and Tyrese were texting him. "Jordan, bro, step outside now." Tyrese, Secret Service, FBI, what did we do? Malik ran outside barefoot, heart pounding. The first SUV stopped directly in front of his house. The window rolled down, and there he was, Mr. Anderson, wearing sunglasses, a sharp suit, and a warm smile. "Morning, gentlemen," he called out. The boys stood frozen. Jordan whispered, "Bruh, why does he look even richer today?" The billionaire stepped out, and behind him emerged two assistants holding tablets and folders. Neighbors peeked from their porches, shocked. "Sorry for the dramatic entrance," Mr. Anderson said, "but I meant what I said yesterday. I wanted to thank you properly." The boys exchanged nervous glances. Mr. Anderson motioned for them to follow him to the sidewalk. "Last night I kept thinking about you three," he began. You helped me with zero expectation. No money, no reward, no cameras, just kindness. That's rare. Tyrese nudged Malik. Bro, what's happening right now? Mr. Anderson continued, so I made a few calls, and I'd like to invest in your futures. He snapped his fingers. One assistant opened a folder and handed it to each boy. Inside were documents, official, stamped, laminated. College scholarship certificates. Full ride, tuition, books, meals, everything. All three boys gasped. Sir, is this real? Malik stammered. As real as that flat tire, Mr. Anderson laughed gently. Each of you now has a guaranteed full scholarship to any public university in Texas, and if you choose to apply to private schools, I'll cover the difference. Tyrese nearly dropped his folder. My mom, she's gonna cry. And there's more, Mr. Anderson added. He pointed to the second SUV. The doors opened, revealing brand new bikes, customized in their favorite colors, with helmets, gear, and safety kits. These are just a small gift, he said. I heard your old bikes have been through some rough miles. Jordan touched his new bike in disbelief. This looks like something from a movie. And one last thing, Mr. Anderson said softly, looking directly at Malik. I spoke with your uncle's auto shop. Starting next week, I'm hiring them for a long-term contract for my company fleet. The shop will grow, and you'll have a paid internship anytime you want it. Malik felt his throat tighten. For a moment, all three boys stood there speechless. Finally, Malik said, Sir, we don't even know how to thank you. You already did, Mr. Anderson replied. You showed me what real character looks like. He stepped back toward his SUV. Just promise me one thing, he said. When you're successful one day, and you will be, help the next person stuck on the side of the road. The SUVs pulled away slowly, leaving the boys stunned, emotional, and forever changed. Their good deed, a simple act of kindness on a Texas highway, had rewritten their futures.